Hey everyone, welcome back to the farm. It's Brad with Batchelder Family Farms, and out here this evening I've already done most of the chores. I just try not to show the chores every single time, show some different things. Thought I was done and look over and our cows, some cows have gone through our neighbor's fence, which that happens occasionally, but looked over and there was a couple cows I got over, so I'm gonna need to go over and work on fence for a little bit. So stick around, follow us through that. If you haven't yet subscribed to our channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up and ring the notification bell so you get notified every time we make a video. One thing I wanted to show you here is our water catch system that we've used so far for the bison. We've had it up. This was a COVID project, and so far it's watered the bison for a couple weeks they've been here. Just got done filling it up. Keeps our tank pretty full. Takes a little bit longer because it's just gravity fed, but it definitely saved some big money with the bison, but also with all of our other animals that we use on it. And you can see the other one we have over there. I've also got a third one that's way down there, the chicken pen that I haven't put guttering on the back side of the coop yet, and something on my list I need to get done. So about 2 months ago, showed a video, a short, that our little Frizzle hen, which you can see her right here, had a baby chick, and had so many comments about how, well, a few comments about how beautiful she was and what kind of chicken she is. So I'm going to see if I can catch her and kind of get an up close of her. I'm going to see if I can do this one-handed. All right, let's see how talented or not I am. Got her. So here she is. She is definitely one of the most unique looking hens we have. Can you say hi, Frizzle? What do you got there on your beak? Oh, you've been eating. That's what that is. Doris is cornering us in the barn because she wants to be fed again. But here's Frizzle. Her feathers, if you can tell, they kind of just spike straight up, point to the front. She is so unique. This is a hen that our neighbor gave us. Our neighbor is wanting to get out of having the chickens she had. She gave us 6, including this one, and now we supply them with eggs whenever they need them. They also gave us a couple of our ducks as well. But she's really pretty. She's one of the kids' favorites for sure. And her name's just Frizzle, or sometimes we call her Fancy too. Doing a quick update on the bison, and something that it's not really driving me crazy, but it's really hard for me to get used to. I've always had pretty good rapport with the animals. I've been able to get them to calm down and come to me, and I know this is a completely different breed of animal, but almost every day for 2 weeks now I've been feeding them, shaking a bucket. We have these alfalfa squares, just an all grass square. They really like it. And the first few days or more, I tried sweet feed and they didn't hardly touch it. And then I got these cubes and these squares and started throwing it in the pen close to them. And then eventually they would sniff them and eat them after a while. And then I just almost gave them a trail to the feeder and put some in the feeder, and then they'd eaten the sweet feed and then the cubes. Well, now they will, I can put them in the feeder and they will stay on the complete other side, on the other side of the trees from me. But then as soon as I walk away, they'll come over and eat them. So I don't quite have them calm enough to trust me enough. That's a bigger way to put it, better way to put it, to come over while I'm right there. But I'm working on it, and I'm definitely going to keep persisting with it and get them as calm as I can, as quick as I can. So the heifer we're looking at today this is probably our favorite one. She's the only one with an ear tag, and when we were picking out animals, this was the only one that we asked Peter, hey, this is the girl we want. just something about her. When she was up at Peter's, Peter could walk to the fence, or the other guy that was there regularly, Jim, could walk to the fence and she'd walk over. She hasn't quite done that here yet, but she is over 2 years old. She's about 27, 28 months old. I think we are going to call her Phyllis, after Jenna's grandma, our kid's great grandma. And she is just a kind of a unique looking, she's got a personality, just a different personality than the other animals. And I think they're probably still too young to have a boss cow, but right now she is definitely the leader of the pack. The other two behind her we'll talk about later on, but they are the other two oldest in here that are just about 2 years old. They just turned 2 years old. And you see our bull. We didn't get many suggestions for a name, so if you have one for him, the two best suggestions, or the biggest suggestions so far, are Chief, after the Kansas City Chiefs, which I really like, and then Truman, who was U.S. president and was born right here close in Independence, Missouri, real close to Kansas City. So both Kansas City ties, and we'll see which one comes to us. But for 62, I think we're going to stick with Phyllis. It just kind of fits her, and would like Jenna's family lives across the state, actually in Illinois, just on the border between Missouri and Illinois. And her grandma hasn't come over here and met Phyllis yet, but hopefully here soon she will be able to come over and meet her, and we can introduce her to her namesake. Ooh, let's see if she comes over to us. Come on, girl. Right here. Come on. Definitely the closest she's let me get to her since she's been here, so. Too much shaking. All right, we're gonna try it. I'm gonna try to walk over there. Oh. You gonna come over, bud? Well, step one, she came to me and didn't run away, so I'm excited about that. Yeah, you know what's in there, don't you? Come here. It's okay. Come on. It's okay. Come here. I don't know if I can throw it on the ground and she'll eat it, or it'll scare her away. Come on. There's 3 right in front of you. Come on. All right, we'll pick it up again tomorrow. Now these two, on the other hand, this is, oh, sorry. This is what I want to be able to do. Just right out of the hand. Here are the culprits over there. Looks like probably 22. No, that's 27, one of our registered cows. And this is her calf. She was the first calf heifer this year. So that one's a family affair. And then this one is a steer, probably born in March or April. So you can see our fence line right here. And now I just got to find where they got through at. And I think I see it already. Here's definitely one spot right here. All right, time to get to work. Well, I also think another spot is right there. That for whatever reason, water comes this way and kind of sits right here. Sometimes it washes stuff down. But it looks like maybe they've come through there and leaned on the fence. So looks like I just need to tighten up the wire there. I'll probably stretch it as tight as I can and see if that solves it. Right down there by the mud hole is definitely the spot, so I'm going to do that last. That calf right there, 27's calf, just came through the fence. I didn't get the video out in time. But the first thing I'm going to do is go through some of these posts and anywhere where the clips aren't on, which I have 3 clips with me and I see 3 posts right here. Do that, and then I'll crank down the wires, twist the wires to try to get them as tight as possible, and get it done that way, hopefully. Going to try to do this one-handed to show how I put the clips on. These twist ties, they look metal. I'm not sure what they are. They were on this fence line before we bought the property, and I just have never gone through and taken all these off. It's always kind of been in the plans. I'm going to fix this fence line. Again, one of those things that kind of gets pushed to the end. But now with the Bison, with it being right at our neighbors, we're going to try to have this all pipe fenced so that, this is really hard, one-handed, for me anyway. We're going to try to have all this pipe fenced to make sure everybody is completely safe and we don't have bison getting into somebody else's property, because that would not be anything like cattle. But we'll see how that goes. So I got that one on. All right, there we go. Now you can see this fence is kind of loose here, so I can either cut it and use fence tighteners and tighten it up, and if it was a permanent fence, that's what I'd be doing. But since someday this will be gone, hopefully in the next few months, I'm just putting a band-aid on it and just tightening it up, so then I can come back and twist this side too, get it extra tight hopefully, and keep working up the line. So here's our newest calf, 29, who was, when I first came over and started fixing the fence, was standing right behind me. I knew her calf was over here somewhere. A little registered bull calf. Let's see how close he lets us get to him. And not very close. What's up, buddy? He was born 3 days ago. You can hear Mama. See if we can get her on film. See her all the way down there behind us, calling for a baby. Hey, buddy. Hey. There it goes. I can't believe our whole herd isn't getting out. This is another spot right here. You can see the second wire up. It goes up over the fence and goes down here, and then this isn't as bad because it's on the bottom row, but those little calves can definitely get in and out really easily. So probably won't be able to film this, but I'll get it done and I'll show you the finished product hopefully. And there go Mama and baby walking off into the sunset. Out here fixing the fence, and 2 cows come up to drink. You can hear the water filling. So our house is right there, so a lot of evenings I sit out on the porch and at the back deck and watch them come over here and drink, and they just crowd around it, or sometimes early in the morning. And this water is just pooled, and that's because they've just sunk in the dirt so much. So whenever we get rain again and I can get them off this, I'm going to come back and put a crusher run on it. And you can kind of tell where out here it starts to slope down, so just kind of go back and build it up at the water and work the way out so water will run away instead of pooling up right by it. So got down here to what I think is the last spot, and I cut the barbed wire too short. So this fence stretcher that is brand new, but about 6 years old because I'd still been using my dad's, get to use it for the first time, and see if I can record while stretching the fence. One more maybe. Okay, then when I do it, I like to set it up here so it rests on the fence, and then I'm not going to be able to do this one-handed, but I'm going to take this wire, wrap it around this, and then take the stretcher off. Okay, done. You can see it twisted. Had it connected down there. I don't know that anything really was getting out right here, but I was fixing fence anyway, so might as well do it. Still have at least one calf, maybe a cow over here, and I'm waiting to come across. So I'm going to drive down, check the rest of the fence, and then wait for her to come across, wait for them to come across, and fix the rest of it. Just to show you how low our pond is, I've talked many times about how I wish I would have recorded things from the beginning when we first moved out here. This tub right here was from our first winter out here. First time we had the cows out, so we moved them out here in September of 2016. And this tub was there that winter, and I didn't get it before it got emptied, and it blew into the pond. Well, that's how far back the water is now. This is the first summer that I have been able to get down and reach it. So things are dry, but I've got it now. Well, got all the fence done except for that one spot down by the mud, because I have a bigger feeder, it looks like, one of the steers that will be processed, and then 2 yearlings. Ooh, there's a bug. Oh, I don't know about, ooh, sorry about that. I don't know about everybody else's cows, but the biggest pains on our fence are the calves and the yearlings, just because it's like they don't learn their lesson. The cows, once they know where the electric fence is, they stay away from it. The barbed wire, if it's loose at all, those little calves will go through, and then they end up ripping it. Oh, again. And then they end up ripping it, and then that's when cows start to go through. As long as our cows have water and food, they seem to be pretty content and happy, unless there's an easy opening in the fence. But got almost everything done. I've got to leave tomorrow morning, so I'll get up early before Jenna leaves for work, and I'll go over there. Hopefully all the cows are back across those calves, and I'll get it fixed, and then there won't be any issues while I'm gone. Otherwise, thanks for following along this video. Everybody stay well, and we'll see you back here real soon.